Aeneid, Book 1, 157 to 179. So, as we saw last time, the storm has abated, and now what's left in the human realm? Well, we start with the tired Aeneids, or the tired followers of Aeneid, strive, infinitive, to gain the object phrase, the shore, which understood est is nearest in their course, ablative means phrase, and are turned to the shores of Libya. So they started off almost in sight of Italy, and then they end up thrown across the sea. It is a place in a long recess, there is a place in a long recess. An island forms a harbor, ablative of manner or quality, by the projection of its sides, genitive possessive, to which or by which, ablative cause, all waves or every wave is broken up from the deep, so it's breakwater, and it divides itself into long drawn shores or coves, I guess, narrows. So there's this island, and then you have a nice geography of the little coves or beaches. Adverb from this part and from that part, here and here. The object phrase, threaten. Vast rocks and twin cliffs threaten into heaven. So they're not threatening the sea. They're not threatening the fleet. They're reaching up into heaven, and under the pinnacle or the summit of those, the safe waters, are widely silent. So after the big dramatic excitement of the storm and the disaster, we have this calm. This is a typical narrative device. After any time you have a big explosion or big battle scene, and like Marvel's Avengers, they go back and they recoup in a quiet area. Then the scene, ablative, let's find your verb form, impends, right? Then the scene is with waving woods, so it's almost an image of a play, and the nemos atrum, the dark grove, with its horrenti, frowning or bristling shade, impends from above. So you see here, these are both what's doing it. You have these woods on the top of the mountains. Under the opposing or straight across fronte brow, a cave is probably in the hanging cliffs. Within are sweet waters and the seats of living rock, home of the nymphs. So we see a nice quiet grotto or little cave in there with sweet water. That would be not the water of the sea, which is salt water, which you can't drink, but a nice place to go. So it's quiet. He's giving a lot of images to emphasize the calmness. Here, not any chains, neuter plural, subject phrase, hold the tired ships. The anchor does not bind in any uncom or so crooked bite, or with any crooked bite, so it's very calm. Hither to this place, Aeneas enters with 7 ships, comes in with 7 ships, having been collected, so it's an ablative of accompaniment, could be ablative means, out of all their number that they had before. And the Trojans, having gone out with a great love of the land, ablative of manner, it's a kind of ablative being used adverbially, they potiantur, a unique verb, takes the ablative as the object phrase, and there it is. The sought for Arena beach and they place their limbs, accusative neuter plural, dripping with brine or with salt onto the shore. So they just go out and they throw themselves on the shore. And first, Achates, this is the loyal friend of Aeneas, his trusted, quiet Robin, never says a darn thing, but is always present. He struck out a scintillum spark from the flint, um, ablative of separation, I think. And he received the fire in leaves. So he starts a little fire. It's very homey now. And he gave roundabout, ablative, it's an adverbial use, dry nutrimento or fuel. And he, rapuit, caught the flame in the hearth. So hearth is a symbol of home for the Romans. They knew this pretty well. So you have a nice, relaxing, quiet area after the storms have passed. Then Fessus, weary of things or of the actions, they push a foot out. They trot out their carum, which is carrarem, which is series, and the series corrupted with waves. This is the figure of metonymy, or the change of one noun to another. So therefore, the carrarem refers to grain, cereal. And they also pull out their cereal making implements or arms, their cereal arms. What are the cereal arms? Grinding stones to take the grain, turn it into flour, place their rolling pins. Very different than the image of the powerful hero of Troy, and very appropriate for a home-like setting, but not very heroic, right? It's kind of interesting where you take Arma, because he talks about singing about the arms and the man, and now when the first time we see Aeneas messing around with the arms, people are getting the rolling pins out and to make bread, which is a very Roman custom, of course, but also shows that Aeneas is nowhere the epic hero at this stage. And they prepare both both to torch, to burn the recovered grains with flames, and to break it with a stone. So that's what they're going to do. It's a hysteron proteron there. They're going to grind it first, and then they're going to burn it. Hysteron proteron is first and second. So we have here a big scene of the Trojans having suffered a big storm. Now they have a peaceful place to go, and it's a change in the action. But it's also descriptive of the person that we see as the hero of the Aeneid, who is more concerned with getting his people fed than he is with getting his super weapons on and doing powerful hero things. So, what will happen next time? Will Aeneas find his manhood? Will Juno figure out where they're at? Will they have some nice sandwiches? All these and other questions will be answered the next time we tune in, true believers. And until then, Excelsior.